What up, you guys? Welcome back to Feral Publications YouTube channel. This channel talk about zines and DIY publishing. And today I want to talk about The Guy in the Burnt Orange Shirt by Castro Jr. This is a comic book zine that I picked up at the San Francisco Zine Fest. The homie was tabling next to me. Love the print quality on this. I want to just show this off. The Guy in the Burnt Orange Shirt, 2021, Castro Jr. This comic book is a work of fiction. Inquiries, email, Instagram, and the website. Of course, I will add all the links to the show notes. And there's a lot that I like about this. First of all, the story is something I think all artists can relate to. This feeling of kind of like walking up a hill that no one cares if you walk up, and questioning and doubting yourself and your own motives. But beyond that is the art. The art is so nice to look at, and it's one of those things of like, this is the kind of stuff where I can stare at it all day trying to figure out these compositions for the landscape. Like, that's a beautiful panel. Just him right there. Right? All that hatching, right? The way he's able to build the, like the ripples in the pants. Like, I really like the way this guy's cartooning. And it's a very simple story of kind of like, so he's en route to just make art, and then there's a problem. This is how I understood the comic. It's not very text heavy, so a lot of this is going to be my interpretation, right? But he's an artist, right, in the world, and a problem occurs. Boom. But he gets back up and keeps going. Boredom, something unnecessary, right? But he keeps going. Right, this is another panel that I like a lot. He's getting tired. And being tired, he begins to ponder and wonder. Right, he's living like a very like measly life, right? Like that's a meal, water and some peanuts. I like this panel too. Using the water bottle to show the movement. That's very smart cartooning. This is why I love to just pick things up like this and really peep that out. Like, that's something I would have never considered before, but now I see it and I'm like, that's how you translate that he's moving further away by keeping the water bottle stationary. Right? Because if you're doing this, it doesn't necessarily look like he's moving or progressing. It looks fairly stationary, right? Like his legs going up, so you know that he's walking. But this translates way better, the movement. I like this part too, right? I've seen enough screens in my life. And this is when he starts pondering. Like, what is he doing? Does anyone even care? The way that he gives the space for the, just kind of for the reflection of it, it's good. And it tells me that he knows his audience. He knows that most people that are going to pick this up are going to be, artists, people that like art, that, really try to deconstruct what it is to be an artist. And that's kind of what the whole discussion revolves around. Because he gives it so much space to just breathe, it really allows you to just kind of delve into those thoughts yourself. But look at all these panel layouts. I love pages like this. I don't know what it is about just seeing a multitude of panels like that, but I love it. All right, so he keeps going. So, well, let me just kind of go down this, because this is where the rabbit hole gets a little bit deeper, right? The easel on my back is pretty damn heavy. I can't lie, my shoulders are just about ready to fall off. Anyways, I've been thinking. I've obviously had lots of time to think. If there's one thing I've had plenty of, it's time to think. My optimism is running out. I think that's something all artists can relate to, right? And then it continues. I like this line right here. Who am I to think? To have the audacity to walk around calling myself an artist? A painter of all things. Of all things, I decided I'm a goddamn painter. Wait. Where's the bottle? Mierda. I should abandon this ridiculous pursuit. Leave my easel and paints on this ground I walk on. Find a job as a mailman or something. Something where I can actually make a living. I just need a coffee or something. Who as an artist can't relate to that? Like, your optimism is starting to flail. You don't feel like you're moving forward. You don't feel like you're succeeding. And that's why I mean, like, this was really cleverly put together, right? This idea that, like, almost like I said, like this person carrying a burden on his back, this want and need to be an artist and trying to progress and move forward. And little things or little hiccups and like the contemplation of like, do I even have the energy anymore to continue this pursuit? Should I just call it quits? And nonetheless, continuing on the journey, right? And the journey just gets darker and more bleak. And I love, like I said, the art of it, right? Just to kind of learn silhouettes with the rain. This is beautiful cartooning, man. Like this is a page that I'm gonna practice on, just to see if I can't get some good silhouettes with the raindrops. Because rain is one of those that, like, we should probably look at some of the Sin City comics I have, because Frank Miller probably does rain the best in my opinion. But this is damn good. All of this is all good, and his silhouettes are strong. You know what I mean? Like, all this reads. I like that silhouette too with the shirt popping out. It's a really good use of color as well, right? But the rain, you know, leaves, and then there's this thing that occurs, right? He finds a bike, and it's like, oh, now I'm moving. Like, now he has his burger, he fuels up, right? Like, and then what does he want to do? He wants to make, and then he makes, and that's the end of the story. And like I said, like, this is a beautiful story for any cartoonist or artist of any sort, because it's true. Like sometimes my optimism starts to flail, and then one of you guys will DM me, giving me props, will purchase something from the big cartel shop that I have, right? Buy some zines, stickers, shirts, whatever it is. And then, like, I feel like, oh shit, I am fucking moving, right? Like, I am succeeding at this endeavor. Like, people do care, and they do want to read and watch what I'm making. And then it just gives me the energy to make more and to continue on this path, this journey. And like this idea of like, everything was dark and bleak as he was thinking, and then as things kind of worked out for him, then you start seeing like this vibrant color. I think it's just fucking so well done, man. I like this page back here too. I wish he would have put a little bit more of this, but this is basically like his process. So these were him working out the sketches for the guy in the burnt orange shirt. I think that's so funny that he did it on regular like line paper. But look at this panel layout. Look at this grid. Look at that. I wonder if you guys can see it because it's pencil, but that's his thumbnails. Right, these were some of the rough layouts done for this short story. There was a vague idea in mind of what the comic was going to look like, but there was also room for spontaneity and experimentation. So there you go, you guys. The Guy in the Burnt Orange Shirt by Castro Jr. Information and links will be in the show notes, you guys. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget, I also make my own little comic book zines that you can find in my big cartel shop. Link will also be in the show notes. Thanks for watching. Lates.